Proper story's supposed to start at the beginning. Ain't so simple with this one. Now here's a kid whose whole world got all twisted, leaving him stranded on a rock in the sky. He gets up, sets off for the Bastion.
How far would you go for the greater good? How many lives would you displace because the ends will justify the means? Bastion is a game that seeks to ask the player this question by tasking them with restoring a broken, ruined world against all of the odds, no matter the cost. In Bastion, you play as a kid, the kid, who wakes up to find the world that he had always known has been destroyed in the Calamity, an event that left the world as floating islands over an endless abyss. All that's left are a few survivors, monsters, and beasts that are fighting for a home in this new world. And the Bastion, which is the only hope for the world to be returned to normal. However, it's been broken and needs to be repaired by the cores spread across the now broken world. And the only way to obtain them is to fight. There's a lot of variety in Bastion's combat, with a ton of weapons, skills, and upgrades that allow you to tailor your playstyle to how you would like, such as investing in bleed effects or ranged attacks, or dying a lot trying to use the were-whiskey. There's something for everyone. Additionally, the beautiful hand-drawn artwork keeps every area distinct and interesting. Combine these factors together, and exploring the world of Bastion is incredibly entertaining. The narration, however, is what really sells Bastion for me.
Kid Spy's a good perch for some target practice. Wasn't long before the kid could loose an arrow, strong and true.
It's narration that drives your actions, good and bad, throughout the entire story.
Robs a scumbag of his last meal. Kid puts him out of his misery.
Teaching you the lore and history behind the world and the creatures living in it, about the kid and about the Calamity, and how things got to this point. At the beginning of your journey, all you're really doing is killing mindless monsters, and you don't really question your actions all that much. However, as the game progresses, your actions seem less and less justified. In pursuit of your goals, you begin to slay beasts that are simply trying to adapt to this new world that they had no part in creating. But it's still fine, because you're the good guy. You're trying to save the world. It's not your fault things are like this, but you can set it back. However, towards the end of the game, you learn that the Calamity did not happen naturally. It was a weapon meant to destroy an entire race. A weapon made by the people the kid used to serve. And that even if you reset the world, there's no guarantee that the Calamity won't just happen again. But you must persevere. What else can you do? So you have to cross the final line and fight real people. But eventually, you succeed. You find the cores and gain the power of a choice. You can either reset the world to before the Calamity took place, but lose the people you've met along your journey, or you could turn your back on the old world and choose to forge a life in the new one. I think Bastion really challenges the player with the morality of their actions. In the pursuit of the greater good, you have to do a lot of bad things, and no matter what you do, you are forced to lose something in the end.
We can't go back no more. But I suppose we could go wherever we please.